components of a great video. Before we start actually making the videos, I want to talk about what goes into making one that's going to do well. Essentially, there are a couple different components. We want to make sure that it's interesting and directed towards a target audience. Now, I know that sometimes when I'm doing something, I'll tend to do it as fast as I can so I can get more done. You want to make sure that you take your time. We want to optimize our time, don't get me wrong, but we want to make sure that we also take our time to make stuff that's good. We want to use words that are interesting. We want to make sure that the subject is interesting, because if it's boring, then it's a lose-lose. If we're doing videos just to make videos and people don't actually like them, then we're going to miss out, because of course the whole goal is for people to watch the video, but then be interested enough to follow through and come to your website or come and buy your product or whatever. You want to make sure that they're informative and also entertaining. That kind of goes along with what I said before. If you don't want to make false promises that you don't deliver in your video. If you say that your video is going to contain a free dog training tip, you want to make sure that you at least give out one tip. That doesn't mean that you can't upsell and say, this is just one tip, but there's a whole bunch more that you can get by coming to my website. Of course, you want to have that hook in there as well. You want to make sure that you leave the viewer wanting more. Kind of started to go into that already. Essentially, not only do you provide good content up in front, but you also want to make sure that they understand that they need to come, follow your link. You want to give them a compelling reason to follow you to your website or to, of course, purchase your product. Leave the viewer feeling a need to come visit your website. Whether or not that could be things like, if you're like, these free things, come here for a coupon, or, limited time sale, come right now. We want to get people to take action right away. You also want to look and see if your video has the good potential to be viral, meaning that it's going to be so good, so exciting that people are going to want to tell their friends about it. So, all those things, you don't need to have each one of these things in your video. Just keep it in mind as you're doing a video. Some people may take the approach of spending more time and have higher quality videos that are going to get more views, whereas some of you will go out there and just do as many as you can just because you're trying to get the backlinks and also, traffic as well. Of course, another option is to go out there and make a whole bunch of videos, and then the ones that do well, you can redo them because you found an audience. You also want to make sure that your videos do appear professional. We're going to talk about doing videos quickly, but you want to make sure that they look good, because if they don't look good, people are not going to find you credible, and then they're also not going to want to buy from you. And that, of course, really shoots us in the foot, because we need to make sure that we appear professional so people will listen to the advice that we have to share.